हेलो गाइस, आते जाओ, वेलकम गाइस। मैच शुरू होने वाला है, लास्ट मैच है। 4 # 5 नंबर से आईसी आंदी हुई की रोला है फाल्कन।
On this last game, you think Inner Circle can do it, Neptune?
I hope so, but honestly, I'm not entirely hopeful. I feel like Flash have a better opportunity of sneaking in last game. We saw them just leave the top 3 in the group stage in the final game. In the final game, I think here, they could definitely make it into the top 2. They're 4.5 points away from Weibo. Weibo have not been consistent. I think it could be AE and Flash.
Every single part of me wants to believe we could see a crazy speaking Inner Circle. Hey, all right, we're going to the final. We're going to the final. I love how it's just like there's so much pressure in this. There's so much pressure. He's just like, we got this, baby, we got this. And honestly, I think they do. I mean, just seeing the last game, the pressure is so incredible, right? So many teams know it's over, right? For sure. Yeah. There's still squads that could. I think obviously it's going to be Influence and Flash to possibly steal the top 2 points. Inner Circle, it would be a hero. Like literally a historic comeback if they could do it. Considering everything they got going against them here. Am I right to think that, Max?
I wouldn't call it a historical comeback, but definitely a big comeback, right? They've definitely been topsy-turvy, they've had highs, they've had lows. That's the thing with Inner Circle, their highs are so high, like that Rondo game, and their lows in the previous 4 matches. Very, very poor performances. So Inner Circle, they need to bring one of their top big games in if they want to qualify. We know they can do it, but they're not making any funny faces. So I think they're locked in right now.
I hope they're locked in a good way and not locked in, oh my god, it's the last game, what are we going to do, Because that is not what we want here. I think at this point, they're far enough away where I'm kind of like, they should just go, hey, we don't really have much to lose here. It's 1 game left. We're just going to play our game and deal with it. I think, honestly, that's the way they have to go for the final match here. They can't let that pressure get to them at all, Jake.
Well, here we go. No mercy, no resets, no second chances. Here we go to the scorched earth of Miramar for one final chance.
One more time. Let's see. Are we going to change the tune of the top 2? I feel like if there's a day to do it where we change our standings, it might just be today. Right now, Alter Ego and Weibo atop the pack, but it is teetering, it is tottering, it is ready to fall at the slightest breeze. Let's see who's going to be able to put on a Gale Force performance. Last game, last chance. Really is the last chance now for some of our squads. Alter Ego looking a little bit more relaxed with it coming into this final game. Weibo a little bit more nervous. They're fifth to post on the final match of their game here on Miramar as well. Can they break the curse? An Inner Circle get a massive ticket dinner here to get in. An Influence Ray show us more of that aggression we saw over on Arangle. Oh, it's all to play for now. Things are getting serious. Alter Ego might have been smiles before it, but you can bet they have furrowed brows aplenty on side right now. They're dropping out, no teams going for hot drops. You don't imagine maybe some trouble around loot, but no, we're going out to the west side for the final map here, over towards Monte Nuevo, over towards La Riera, the Chumacera Hills on the south cut of the circle. That's where our teams are going to have to end up. Actually, could be a great game for Weibo. They have a very strong hold. West La Riera, Falcons just going at it. Whoa. Okay. This is painful. It's really painful. The Doran will go down, will get knocked, so will Baton. Now Valo is traded off, and now Ralph has the Redox moving in to try and isolate the fight, but Igor crosses, Koa crosses him back. Flashes down, and Coops looking for the flashes, however. Look at a stand tall for the roster. Their last chance to put up points, and it is just Coops now remaining. Most people may have said that it is always just Coops, but he still put it on a show and looks for more, giving them the runaround. The Falcons now flagging Toa versus Coops. Both of these wants to be done and dusted. It's Coops the tag on first, steps out wide, and the Wolves fall down. It is Falcons to stay alive, but the Wolves will not make it. North America once more brushed aside.
Can't believe the Falcons just killed Wolves run. I don't know if that's funny or really sad. I mean, for the Wolves, they needed a massive chicken dinner anyway. So to be honest with you, the fact that they can't win that fight out versus the Falcons, that would have been the first test, regardless. Yeah, unlucky. We're going to head over towards that west side, like I said, but yeah, as I was saying, Weibo have a very strong hold on La Driera. It's a fantastic spot for them, and with the circle the way it is, that feels like a La Driera finish. So see how quickly Weibo are going to move on.
16 बंदे बैठे टैप कर दो यार.
Definitely needed to get out in front of things if you can, but the points standing as they do. And now G trying to move on past this north side. I mean, it is too late for Gen G. 39 points, they're not going to make it, but Falcons, well, it's too late for them as well. They've got 4 points, but only 2 players. No prizes right now. It is an unhappy end for them. Loop, the only team in Monte Nuevo. I mean, there is the most distant, there is the most outside of chances that Loops could make it. But it needs like 22, 23 Ilum chicken dinners in order for them to do it. And I don't know if that's going to be on the cards. With enough teams taking chunks out of each other, like we've seen, I don't think that number of Ilums is going to be available to anyone.
Yeah, for Arcred Loops, that's like game of the year level. For Alliance, Inner Circle, way more believable. Like, I think for Inner Circle, doable. Alliance, believable. But it really is that top 5 that is fighting out for the top 2. 2 points to sit between Alter Ego and Weibo. It's a crazy finish. It's a crazy finish for our day here. And Miramar always has a really slow start, so it does give us a little bit of that tension to go off. Influence Rage currently looking to rotate past La Cobreria on that top side, wrap down on the west, similar to Gen G. But Weibo's very slow to this, which is curious to me. Usually they're very fast towards the center of the circle, and I think that this is almost a change of playstyle from Weibo to more of an edge sweep, considering I think what they've seen today is a lot of teams trying to go for center.
I wonder if there's going to be a lot of adjustments like that in this last game, though. Because it is, as you said, the last opportunity, and teams have kind of been feeling the heat so far today, so that could be a widespread adaptation at the moment. We'll have to wait and see just what unfolds here, but last match is a sobering experience, and maybe it's going to knock some sense into some of our IGL calls, some of our player calls coming on in. The rotations may get tidier just by virtue of the fact it's their last chance to do them.
I don't think it's even the rotations being untidy. It's a case of teams having to force center because they know they need a big game. And what's the best way to do that is to try and confirm a central position early, get some strong shots out towards the side. I think in my head, the reason that Weibo isn't going for this initial push here and has been playing more towards the edge all day is because they've been much more safe than a lot of our other squads. But Weibo obviously much more safe means 4 points ahead of the Flash and 5 ahead of Influence Rage. And yeah, you're just hoping that they make mistakes here. For Weibo, that's not like a confirmation on a finals ticket, but it is the safer of the two.
It's still no real safety on either approach at this point for anyone. Could all come crashing down. Alter Ego on the south side near to Arc Red. that's a difficult crash if they want to go for it. Not likely to be super third-partied, though. Again, we've had some pretty messy fights towards the beginning of this match. It's starting to slow down again a little bit. Really is going to start to pop off as we get through to stage 5, stage 6. Most teams are way more concerned with getting those higher placings, so they're less likely to go for these pushes. Now, Arcred again versus Weibo. Another fight that I think that Arcred could win. Especially with Sook making some weird rollout over towards the blue. Some apparent reason. I mean, I guess he knows what he's doing. He's taking the rich side on the road line to try and get an angle on towards Arcred. So we're kind of leapfrogging Weibo here. The next circle going to be popping in as well. Looking at Pampa Supermassive in the middle of this one. Doing pretty well on that spot, but nobody else really. It's the west side of Chubasera that holds the balls right now that Alter Ego may look to try and take from them. And it looks like Alpha's already making inroads. Alter Ego on that south side. It's not a bad spot to play as well. A little bit of high ground. Work with as you push through. Spot, good shot from Sue. This is why he's in the blue. Oh my goodness me! It's actual Mega Mind. Bit of God like, coming through. What the hell is going on? He's getting angles, man. But now he's trapped out of the blue, and I wonder if Arcred is going to take the fight. Not even let them take a second look over towards Sook because they're hopping out, they're in order, and Hero's back into the driver's seat. The blue zone's survivable still, and they're going to make the most of it. Weibo chewing down, trying to close the gap. They're now neck and neck with Alter Ego on the point tallies, and they haven't taken it off just yet, but that changes as there's a threaded shot through for Ramses on the high ground. 33 said, Hero trying to keep this under control. Order heals up and needs Ramses to go down. Still timing it, but he's down as well. Weibo, maybe drawing short. Order challenge, so it's all up to Hero now against Hardboy, and he will not do it. Ramses is there as well, over the top, and Weibo fall in second place. They are under threat now of teams pushing past them. A minimal gap here for Team Flash, who are in their own fight. This is what I'm saying, is Arcred could lose that fight, and Sook is just taking weirdo plays. Time and time again. It looked cool, it looked great, but the rest of the team not able to step up. I think 33C's had a terrible day today. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think 33C's had a terrible day today. Sook and Order trying to do so much to keep Weibo in. I think if they go out, I'd be a little bit mad, honestly. Well,
there's another chance. Flash needs to go out now.
They definitely do. So do Influence Rage and Inner Circle and Alliance as well. Good to see. Falcons go down. That's their tournament over. Really not what we hope to see from this roster. But we'll see them next year, I hope so. We'll have to wait to see if they can repair the damage that's been done. Now we're over to Inner Circle. Again, another one of these teams chasing up against Gen G. Gen G trying to flank out wide. IQ under threat. Does manage to dodge back. The nades will pour on through. Satan versus Falak up the top of the hill. Quick. Going for the bolster. Back towards the center area. Claws is on the off angle for them. And at long range, Falak lands the nade though. And for Inner Circle, with Weibo going down with Flash on 3. Influence Rage on 1. They could break the boundary here. Quick now getting hunted down. And Falak is on the warpath. Desperate to put Pakistan on the global stage. Great shots, great nades. Falak once again just popping off. But Weibo, like I said earlier, John, no chicken dinner. They are absolutely dismantled when it comes to the tiebreaker. The Flash, it looks like they have no contest either on that western side. I think it's about 5 more teams before we start getting to placement points. Oof. Imagine getting beaten out by 1 point again. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. That's a real career shaker of a situation if it comes to it. Inner Circle, sorry, still trying to chase it down. Luke could potentially crash onto Flash. They've already done it to Influence Rage. Maybe they are the dream shatterers. Product charges in, bursts through the door. Claws though goes down to the nade from the off angle. Where's that shot? Blue again. Oh, I thought maybe they go to the Flash. No, it's Inner Circle. Oh no.
They're broadside as well. This is bad. This is very bad for Inner Circle. T24, I don't think he's getting back up again. Rascal Boy has oversight over towards this. Not a bad nade coming through. This bubble's in. T24 getting flushed. We'll find it. That drops Inner Circle down to 3, and their chances are dwindling now. Noki's going to have to leave the vehicle. Abandoning Falak to just try and escape with burnt rubber on the ground.
Looks like Falak may be able to thread it through here and actually moving up close to Team Flash, who are now just 4 points shy of Weibo. 4 more points and they get second, but they are not safe even if that so many teams behind them still alive and kicking. It's been an absolute terror for the team to the top. And in a circle, they take another one. Noki is down. That's flushed out in the open. And with 2 players in a circle, do manage to find a little bit of sanctuary.
In my mind, that's GG for Inner Circle. Unless we can pull a Zuxi, it's not happening. It's really not happening. For Inner Circle, I think for Pakistan, that might be the end of the run there. A little bit sad, to be quite frank. Diego becomes neighbours. Also Inner Circle, 4th, 5th tables. Flash biding their time. Next Circle will push them out though, likely. Right?
Oh.
But there aren't many angles looking their way.
I mean, I was looking at Rodrigo and 90 Global were actually sending in. I thought that the backstop for Rodrigo was going to get caught out, but they regroup away from it. They're 2 right now, up and down, loop. Burmese Ghouls. On the northern edge. No one really going to flex out with a third party on this. Potentially a point or 2 if they can get a shot over the water. But we'll see if they can do it. Rosemary is spotted. That is what I was waiting for. 90 Globen crashing over. Alpha's low as well. Are we going to have 2 teams on 93? Falling a little bit short. That can open the door for a lot more manipulation on the tables towards the final moment. Snake with the door shut, slammed in the face of Luke, who have moved up as well. A fight on 2 fronts to keep themselves alive. They do have Weibo behind them, but that's not going to be comfortable. Alpha is down and Luke's bearing down upon them. Every team at the top of the table has taken a tussle with Luke, and they have all been found lacking so far, and more nades pour on in.
This is the final sword in the stone, right? You cannot pull through. Luke, you weren't meant to be the king at the top anyway. Good shot, heads out, finds the first, but the shots from behind from 9ZG. I think this is Alter Ego going down on 93 points, tied up with Weibo. Oh my goodness me. And those just faces really do feel silly now.
I mean, it's so huge. For Team Flash, this is a massive opportunity blank. 2 teams now sit before them. It's Weibo who will be pushed out first. The question for me is not, is anyone going to overtake Alter Ego? It's who's going to join Team Flash up in the top 2 on this match. I mean, the placements are kicking in soon. They are 4 points behind on the bubble. I'm not sure about the tiebreakers right now either. But 90 Global looking to try and slow them down. The teams at the top can't do it. Maybe a team from underneath can. Loops causing all sorts of havoc. Can Loops make it?
No, they can't. They need so much more. Right? Yeah, they need a 23-point game. Have a chance.
Ooh.
No. 23 Elim game, sorry. And a chicken dinner. To verify. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the midst of all of that, go down. They are dropping to no players left. That will be the end of their run. In the midst of Loops. Takes a next fight with Alter Ego.
Feels very dangerous for the Flash. Pretty open area, but right now, Alliance still sharing a building with Papra Supermassive. Yeah, we are looking to get towards placement. Nico finally flushed out. The Alliance is forward now. Flash is spreading across the zone, looking to hold out Alliance as they move in. But it's TK to find winning from the Flash.
Oh no.
Team Flash maybe just being pipped to the post here. 2 players still alive at 4 points. Blank is so achievable. They only need 3 at the moment to be able to jump up. They lose the tie. They win the tiebreaker rather with Weibo, so they would be in top 2 if they're able to jump up there with 1 chicken dinner already on the card. But it is goes down next. The placement start to add up. Team Flash have been spotted again. They're so close, Blank. 3 points is all they need, and desperately they'll cling to life with tops to last to go. Diego as well, looking to do the same.
ਦੋਨੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਇਹ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਇਨਫ ਵੀ ਮਗਰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ 6 ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਹੈ ਇਨਫ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਸਿਰਫ
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਐਫਐਲ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਮਰੀ ਤੇ ਡਬਲਯੂਬੀਜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ 93 ਦੋਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਜੈਸੇ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਨੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਐਫਐਲ ਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਲੋਕ
ਆਏ ਓਏ
That long. I mean, Diego, maybe he does. Diego might, and Tops might. Oh, this is crazy stuff coming on through. 3-point gaps needed to be made on up. That's 4 points on placement total needed for Team Flash. That comes down to, what is that? That's 4th place necessary to earn those points. Influence rates need a lot more. If Tops can steal an Elim here or there, it's huge. Diego as well. The 2 teams chasing side by side on the screen.
Yeah, this really does feel like last chance with 2 solos. But I think Geeky knows where he is. They have a rough idea of where he moved across to. He's making great use out of this crate for the time being. But it could all come crashing down any second. Any second now. He's got so many angles he needs to clear away from.
Alliance moving around. Got 3 Elims already. Potential for 14 more. If they can clear every single other person in the lobby, I think at this point it's impossible for Alliance to make. I think the only 2 teams that can change things at this point are Team Flash and Influence Rage. In terms of those top 2 spots, 9CG spot a player from Arcred, and that pressure over towards Tops is getting a little bit bled as DK takes shots from Alliance as well.
They're sending in. They don't look towards the crate here. And honestly, you can have some big shots over towards them and steal away.
Oh my goodness, Flank, 90 Globan from atop the hill as well. They hate to see it, but they love to see it. 9CG. Potential to close it down. There's top for 2. Top for 2 on the spray now. He's finding the points. 91 points now. 6 C's remaining. That's 2 placements. They're neck and neck. They've beaten Weibo. Blank on the placements alone. They've beaten Weibo. They've beaten them. They're in.
Oh, dear me. The Flash do it again. Cause all the problems for Weibo. And they fight back in those final moments. Tops. What a play from him. Diego's still living on as well. There is a chance. There is a chance for Diego. He needs a lot.
Not anymore, right? He's just added another Elim to the door.
Okay, I think, it's done. Yeah, it's done.
Tops with this.
Diego could do it, but it would require him to get a chicken dinner, right? Which is so unlikely.
If Tops wins this, though. Ooh, that'd be crazy. Crazy. Are we going to close down the day with a back-to-back 9CG, though? I mean, it seems fairly likely, but they got to drop from the top of the hill. And look, I hate to harp on about this, but moving down from high ground seems to be a weakness for them.
Yeah, launch themselves off the cliff top, drops down. I just take it. I just absolutely take it. 100%.
Go on, then.
This guy is doing some unbelievable work right now for the Flash.
Oh, wow. Weibo are out. They aren't going to make it. 9CG trying to crash down. Diego will be denied entry as well. Now 2 players for Loops alive and Tops for Team Flash. Their debut performance here at the Pmgc, and it looks like they're going to finals. Loops can't make it. 9CG cannot either. Alter Ego able to hold on just about by the skin of their teeth on a tiebreaker. But Team Flash, I think that they won this, right?
I think they have. I think the Flash do have plays. Alter Ego wins out with the chicken dinners. For Weibo, it is a really bad finish for them. No, indeed.
Further top if Ravinia peaking alone, and they will be on the hunt. It's very likely because it's a back coming through for 9Z Globen, but it's too. It is too late. They cannot make it. Surely they, right? Have to double leave that one up to the desk, but for 9Z Globen, it's too far. They don't count on this, and out they go. Look for the spray down, but they connect in response. And the ground is there. He falls, but he has done it. 9Z Globen back for Alter Ego. Take important spots to top the tables. They know they've done it. They know if they've gone far enough.
Do the math. I mean, for the Flash, it's such a great game from Tops. It is an amazing game from encapsulate being last chance. He's gonna do it one.
पिछले मैच WBC वाला बंदा 9 को आगे फिनिश नहीं ना पाया ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੂਜਾ ਮੈਚ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਹਰਾ ਗਿਆ ਉਹ ਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਫਿनिश ਪਾ
ਇਸ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵਾਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਖੁਦ ਆਈਸੀਸੀ ਕੁਆਲੀਫਾਈਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਐਸਾ ਤਾਂ
रोज मेरी हो गई यार
आईसीसी वाले ऐतकी बाहर हो गए। सारे यूट्यूब तो चला के बैठे हैं।
छोटा देखिए जोर बड़ा लगा मैच आवे जेडे लास्ट डे वाले एक बड़ा बड़ा मेरा
लेकिन जेठालाल इस वक्त में राधा कृष्ण अंदर वेस्ट में जाता है और हम लोग राधा कृष्ण अंदर ईस्ट में खड़े हुए हैं। भाई मुझे क्या पता कि इसकी और वेस्ट में भी खुल चुकी है।
भाई तो ये ना कि दो कितना अपनी
अभी इससे मैच जाने में बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग जाएगा पक्का हम लोग
ओके ब्रदर, अपन भी चल गए बस।